Hey YouTube, bit hungover today after my live stream last night, but it's time for what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? I hope it isn't socks. What is in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Out of safety net, right? You can tune this one yet? Or turn the amp on, that'll be fun. What's in that might not have worked. I haven't actually recorded another version of what's in the box, so I'm assuming that I probably have it in a file from the last time I did it. If not, then what's in the box? What's in the box? Pretty sure it's not socks. Yep, so I've been talking about this the last couple of weeks actually, so I know what's in the box. Most of you probably know what's in the box. So big cheers to Wayne. Of course, when I say I'm only 95% sure that that's what this is. It could be somebody just sending me a guitar out of randomness, which has happened before. Cheers, Foxy. It wasn't a guitar he sent me, but yeah. Siva, I just phoned her literally 2 seconds ago and said please don't beep during my video, so she sent me a beep 10 seconds later. She's just wonderful. Right, so there was mention of, Wayne said something about maybe taking it to bits if we didn't have a box that was big enough, so it might be in bits. Sent with good karma. Oh, it's well wrapped. Really? Yeah. Right, thanks, Siva. It's really funny when you phone me during videos. Yeah. So, here we go. I think it might actually be in bits because that looks a bit like strings. Maybe aren't attached. Sent with good karma. I need to send my money for the post subscription because I haven't. And yes, the neck is not attached to the body, which I suppose is probably a better way of doing it. So, oh, it looks in quite good condition. That's a fantastic piece of rosewood, it really is. Kind of, as expected. So I might pause this while I assemble this baby. Oh, that's a yellow pickup, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. It's even got a number in it, 42. The life, the universe and everything. So this may look a bit familiar. It's a wee bit bigger. But yeah. So this is a Grant bass. Oh, it does have a number. It's not a, it says ASN2 on the back of it on a sticker. So I wonder if ASN is the model number. It's got that fantastic piece of wood that I always talk about. It's all my favourite guitars seem to have. It's probably never going to show up, is it? It's a 3-piece neck, but see, when you cut wood a certain way, you get a sort of, there's a bit of grain that always comes out in maple. It kind of reminds me of a totem pole that looks like it's got lots of faces in it. No, I'm not tripping. It just seems to appear in a lot of my favourite guitars. This has it on the centrepiece, so that probably means the centrepiece is quarter sawn, I think. Oh, a wee bit wibbly. There's a wee bit of so basically these bolts need tightened up. But I'll give this, seeing as it's already in bits, I'll give this a super deep clean and then reassemble it and see what we end up with. I'm quite looking forward to that. I'm actually thinking of doing 2 videos with that, maybe not this week. I think I'm in with Sabbath tomorrow night. I wonder if Craig would be up for it. I was thinking like a video of having 2. So in the Sabbath band I play bass, so I'm thinking I could play that. I'll take in that guitar and get Craig the guitarist to play it for a song, just do Paranoid, or do a short song or something. I'll do that. Let's see if it's sending more pings. Oh, you're so wonderful. Yeah. And so I was thinking we could do a song and I'll play the silver one and he'll play it. And then when I'm in studio with Cranking House, which I play guitar in, I'll maybe take the bass in and get Nick to play that and I'll play it. We'll do it. We'll have 2 video songs of it being used, demoed sort of thing, with the matching guitar. But I'm really quite looking forward to this. So I'm going to stick it together now and maybe stitch it onto the end of this video. Depends how well I get on. So cheers, catch you later. Cheers for joining the live stream. I had a ball last night. I don't remember what I was talking about. I do remember playing Cradle of Filth at one point, so I mean, I don't know what that means, really. Yeah, rocking. So I might just be back immediately, or I might see you tomorrow. Catch you later. Yeah, so I couldn't wait. I've stitched it onto the end of that video. I probably might even consider doing the old what's in the box thing with the two. So basically here we go together. Yeah, so as I said, possibly an ASN2, which is written on a price sticker on the back of the headstock of this one. No sign on that one. But basically, I was raving about that the other day. That's one that Scott gave an 8 out of 10 to. This is just the base version of it. Slightly neck heavy, maybe positioning of the strap might help a little bit, or maybe have it a wee bit lower, maybe do it. It's not very neck heavy, just slightly. So, which I didn't really notice, but that's kind of got a Telecaster-y squared edge, doesn't have the forearm chamfer. Got the usual Gotoh DiMarzio pickup. A switch which I think is a series parallel switch. I was expecting it to be a phase switch, which is on my Vox Silver Shadow, White Shadow. Phase being really thin and unusable, whereas this kind of seems to, I suppose, kind of makes it sound more like a single coil rather than a humbucker. Not sure really I would bother putting that in if I was building it, but that's got the coil splits, so it's got the switch. Kind of makes it mad up. It's got a cool bridge on it. A little bit more of your fancy style bridge. It's got the original Yamaki tuners on it, or what look like Yamaki tuners. The ones you get on the earlier Arias. So these don't have, you know how to adjust the tension in the tuners are normally a wee screw hole on the end. These don't have that. Instead they've got like a shaft that's got a wee, you can screw the shaft in and out to tighten them up. So 3-piece neck. I'm assuming I haven't even checked yet. I assume it's 34-inch full P base length. 34-inch full P base length. I was actually had a wee worry about that because Wayne sent me some photos of it next to his. He doesn't have a silver one, he's got a red Grant, and he'd taken 2 photos, one of the 2 bodies together, showing that this was slightly bigger. Then he took the 2 headstocks next to each other and they were both the same height. But that's because he'd obviously moved the guitar in, and I was thinking, oh, maybe it's a short scale. I was thinking, my first choice would be if it was a 32, and then 34, and then 30, but any one of them would have done fine. But it's in very good condition. It's stunning. I had actually the chance to buy this, I think, about 5 years ago before I'd played any of these, and I always thought it was blue because in my, see how it's now it kind of looks blue because of the blue sky outside. It's got a sort of, well, when I first saw a picture of this, it must have been in a blue room, so it looked bluer than this. It looked more like turquoise. It's like, wow, it comes in blue. And then I saw a fretless version of this about a year ago, but it was blue, but it was a sort of dark candy apple blue, more almost that. And it was like, I thought it was going to be a sort of turquoisey blue, and it's like the dark blue is not as good as the turquoisey blue. I think, but the silver, so I can just shine different colours on it, it'll look different. It's got the same headstock, and yep, it does have a black Grant logo. I was looking at that the other day. Yeah. So, make some noise, I suppose. It's also got expensive strings. I think these are D'Addarios with the coloured ends on them. Then the switch. It does make it sound a little bit more vintagey, I suppose. So, still don't know where these came from. This actually plays and sounds very like that, which it's from, I reckon these are about 1985, so that's a 1983, so similar era, same pickup, got the 3-piece neck, basically it's basically just a slightly different shaped West-Toed Thunder, really, isn't it? But by Grant. No, it's wonderful. I should have bought this 5 years ago. when it first came up. But so as it stands, this is the only one of these I've ever seen, apart from a fretless blue version. Is the only one I've ever seen. That's the only silver one I've ever seen. I've only ever seen 2 red versions of that. One I've got, one Wayne's got. I've seen 2 of the 2 pickup red versions. One of them's Wayne's and the other one Wayne gave to me, so I've got it. That's kind of all I really know about them, as far as I know that they came in the navy blue, so they must exist. But I think this is my set. I don't think I need any more of these. I need to get rid of my red one. Mind you, the way it's set just now, I've got 2 red ones and 2 silver ones, so that kind of matches quite nicely. Although the red one's basically is identical to that, apart from red. This is really good. This is going into the studio with me as my standard tune bass tomorrow night. I think I'm in the studio. Just eat it. So there you go. Disgusting me having bought myself a new toy. This is not one for. It's not a doer-upper seller. It's not a Buckfaster caster. It's mine. I think the last one I bought for myself, it wasn't really that long ago. I bought the Roadster, but I didn't really buy that for me. I bought that because it was a really good price. I figured, well, I'll fix it up, enjoy it for a couple of weeks, and double my money selling it. And it's like pure. Well, basically as soon as I cleaned it up, put strings on it, I was like, I'm not selling this. This is everything I hope for. It's basically, the guitars are fantastic. This is just the bass version. It's just the same. It's exactly all the same points. Typical Japanese. It's got made in Japan on the neck plate. I don't really know where these were made. They could be Dyna. They could be. There's a brand called Yoshi, which Wayne's got 1 or 2 of, which are this shape, and I've got this headstock. I don't really know much about them. If you type in Yoshi into Google, you get obviously pages and pages of Yoshi, the wee dinosaur that Mario hangs about with. There's also Martin Sigma guitars, which look very similar to this. It's shaped. It's quite a distinctive shape. I used to think it was really ugly, but now I get used to it and I kind of dig it now. A wee bit of a chip out the fretboard there, but just on the edge. I could maybe sand it so it's not quite so lumpy, but I mean it's not on the fingerboards. The rosewood fingerboard, look how black it is. It's superb. Almost made a joke. Almost made an inappropriate black person joke there. But it's black is better. So yeah, I don't really need one bass. This would do it. It doesn't need to have the switch in it. I think what it's doing just now, I'd probably leave it rather than putting it in as a phase switch. There's not really an awful lot you can do with one pickup. So what's the switch going to do? I suppose it could put on a tone cap or something. And you have like one pickup, so either you can put the 2 from series into parallel, or you can make them go out of phase. The out of phase thing, it definitely sounds better. It's a little bit punchier in parallel mode. But switch up. Yeah, I think I might go back and pickups will be a wee bit high. Strings hitting off it. Could maybe lower the pickup a little bit. Not much, just a tad. Just feel it's a little bit on the hitting off the strings side, just a little bit, so it doesn't quite hit off the strings. Would be nice. better. I suppose I better put this down because it's annoying me that's slightly higher. Should really have taken these pickups out when I had to. This, obviously, you saw this arrived in bits, so I took the chairs off, gave them a good clean, put it back on again, gave the body a good clean. But our favourite, if you don't like playing the bass, try playing LA Women on it. Way the wind blows. There's a little girl in a Hollywood bungalow, and a little lady in the city of nights. City of night, city of night, and I see you now. That's it. That's the great Jerry Chef. Some of my favourite bass lines ever. Down in Louisiana. I could totally play this all day. Going to totally play this all day. I've got a song to work out. The Sabbath, we're going to do Killing Yourself to Live. Oh, it's in drop tuning. Does that mean I have to drop tune it? I can always tune it back up again, but drop, tune it down to C sharp. No, they're not killing in the name of. Maybe actually if I put it into the C sharp tuning, this could be my C sharp bass for tomorrow night. Maybe we could do a different song, do it Into the Void or something maybe. It also means that when I do the Cranking House video next week, I think it's Sunday we're in the studio, it'll be normal tuning, so I'll be able to show it off in normal tuning and drop tuning. Rockin'! Catch you later.